Oh God, I'm ready to do this shit. Oh my God, this fucking show. I am not surprised this show sucks almost every week for Monday Night Raw, but the shit they pull off sometimes is just fucking amazing to me, and this is no other difference. And well, what do we got? A shakeup tonight? Oh, we're shaking things up again, as Vince would say. Oh, there's a lot of shakeups tonight, and it's a lot of bullshit that follows it with it. Am I mad about all the picks on here? Not really, to an extent. Was it some people that really needed a desperate change of scenery? Yes. Was it already foreshadowed from SmackDown last week that we knew who was gonna be coming to Raw? Yes. But I watched this show tonight and shakeups, huh? What was really shaking up, huh? What was really good? What was really bad? What was a lot of the logic gaps into this show? And I got a lot of things I'm gonna speak on this, okay? And I'm sure we know the biggest thing that has been spoken about tonight on Monday Night Raw, and we're gonna get in that in a real quick second. But since this is night one of this whole superstar shakeup in Montreal, Quebec, we kicked it off with Stephanie McMahon, of course, getting booed out of the building, and the best in the world, Shane McMahon, as he had Greg Hamilton, of course, do, the best in the world, to get more heat and everything, which, of course, you would hear CM Punk chants as, come on, CM Punk chants are going to just happen right off the bat when you keep saying best in the world, as predicted there. But as the CM Punk chants kept coming, Shane had said best in the world in French, and the fans chanted, "You suck at him," as Stephanie McMahon said, hey, Kurt Angle is gone. As Stephanie pretty much wanted to say, Kurt Angle is not here anymore, and pretty much telling the fans to get over it. Of course, we have to bring this whole best in the world thing from SmackDown and stuff, but after they spoke on from that, Shane pretty much, show some, going to the production chart, pretty much showing the clips of him beating up the Miz's dad. Then, pretty much then the Miz's music hit. Miz pretty much attacked Shane from behind after that. They pretty much fought to ringside, and Shane pretty much threw Miz into the ring post, which I believe would cut his head now, might I ask too. We'll get to that. And threw him over the barricade then. Shane pretty much, not Shane, but Miz pretty much kind of got back after he threw him in the ring post, because Shane threw him over the barricade, and Miz pretty much threw him in the threw him into the ring post, and then threw him over the barricade again. So I guess this feud continues, but you can see some blood coming from Miz's head from that. So I guess he took a hard shot from Shane. Listen, with the Miz, first off, let me say this about the Miz being on Raw. This dude gets pretty much switched to every show every time they do a shakeup. Ever since they've been doing this, every year the Miz ends up going to either SmackDown or Raw. So this is in a way not a really big surprise, and I was kind of hoping this was not going to happen. Does this now distance between Shane McMahon and Miz from whatever this feud is going? I hope so, because I'm kind of tired and sick of looking at it to begin with, unless they do something of Shane being on Raw more, kind of more on Raw, so he can continue this feud with the Miz. But the Miz gets switched to every brand every year. Wasn't it last year when they did the shakeup? Where does he go? He ended up going to SmackDown. What is it this year? He went back on Raw. What was the first one? And we can go back from the draft. He was on SmackDown. What happens? After the shakeup, he went to Raw. What happens then? He went to SmackDown. What happens then? He's back on Raw. Okay? So, Miz gets switched up every year. Does it really make a difference if he's on either show? I don't know. Is he going to help make 3 hours better? I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I'm assuming this feud still continues with him and Shane McMahon, or maybe it doesn't, but they're on two separate shows now. unless we see Shane on Monday Night Raw more often. But come on, Miz, he has been switched to pretty much every show every year. That's when you look at it, like 1 minute he's on Raw, 1 minute he's on SmackDown, 1 minute he's on SmackDown, 1 minute he's on Raw. So I don't understand why they just keep switching this guy to every show every year. I don't get that, and especially now that he's in a feud with Shane McMahon. Next thing you know, Ricochet came out, which him and Aleister Black are teaming again with Hawkins and Ryder, the new tag team champions. But you know, they were going against the Revival and the Revival and the what can I say? This new team they brought. Oh God, NXT. This is so Vince McMahon written all over it. It doesn't make sense, okay? And whoever in God's name came up with this name in creative should be fucking shot for what I've heard. The Viking Experience. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't even say Hanson and Rowe, okay? We can't even call them that. Well, what do they call them? You know, let me pull this up because I actually wrote it down. Oh, yes. Ivar and Eric. Which I'm surprised they even mentioned them as the tag team champions, you know, for NXT. So let me get this straight. And I know there was a lot of backlash on the internet, which people I already know that you know, they pretty much turned the channel right after that if they saw this on Twitter and that. But I'm telling you, Twitter pretty much put these guys WWE in a shitstorm right here, okay? I don't understand what is the point of this. And are these guys officially on Monday Night Raw? First off, aren't these guys still the NXT Tag Champions? Number two, didn't they just win them like what, about a couple months ago, back in January, and they just beat Ricochet and Black last week at NXT TakeOver New York? What did they lose the titles at the tapings or something? I don't understand this move. I don't understand this name change. I wonder what creative came up and told Vince, hey Vince, what do you think about these War Raiders or something? Let's call them. I'm sure somebody told Vince, how about we call them the Viking Experience? Oh, that's great. Let's do it. First off, this name sounds like a Universal Studios theme park ride. Let's get that right off the back. The Viking Experience. I'm sure there's a lot of weird things that people have been saying all night what this name reminds them of. But the fact that they are not even called Hanson and Rowe, and you're not even the War Raiders, you're not going to get sued by Marvel. Okay, if this was War Machine, I'd look out for. But, you know, oh no, we can't do War Raiders. Maybe it's too close to Marvel's War Machine. Let's call them the Viking Experience, okay? And this, I almost even pay attention to this whole match because of that name, okay? It's garbage. It's stupid. It's dumb, okay? This is one of the dumbest names I've ever heard of for a tag team, okay? And I've heard some bad tag names before, even currently, but this shit's stupid. This is dumb. And it's just like you just almost took, and don't get me wrong, once you go to the main roster, things just change up. And this has gone for other tag team names too. Weren't they called Authors of Pain at one point? What are they called now? AOP, okay? There you go. And we can't even call them the War Raiders. We're going to Viking Experience. It's almost like they got switched up with a whole new gimmick damn near, okay? And you can't, so I guess they can't say war. They may have to change that up now if they're going to be on Monday Night Raw, if that's official. Because what do we do now with them on NXT? Why are these guys even being brought up right now? I don't even understand that. And I like War Machine, but do they really need to be on the main roster right now if it's going to become under these circumstances of, hey, we can't call you Hanson and Rowe, we can't call you War Raiders, let's call you the Viking Experience and some other name. What is this, Game of freaking Thrones or some shit? I don't get it. This is stupid, okay? It's fucking stupid. So I don't know. And what happens if we bring another NXT tag team up tomorrow night on SmackDown? We haven't even gotten to SmackDown yet, so we don't know if we'll see another undisputed. Now I don't want to say undisputed era, but you know, NXT debut, huh? What are we gonna have? What, the Forgotten Sons come up then? What are they gonna be called? Sons of Anarchy? Who else you got from NXT? That's a tag team, huh? Who do we got? Oh yeah, yeah. Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch, the ball guys, the baldies, or something. I'm sure creative is just sitting there coming up with these retarded names. Okay, I don't know what creative Vince or whoever is doing this in the back, or the creative team, Bruce Pritchard, Jeff Jarrett, Dana Warrior. I have no clue who came up with that name and gave that to Vince or anything, or Vince came up with this himself. But this is stupid. All right, this is just the silliest thing I've ever heard. And you can just go look on Twitter right now tonight, and people have pretty much murdered that entire name. Okay, and I'm sure everyone is wanting War Raiders to come back, and maybe I don't know if they're really gonna learn their lesson, to be honest. And it's like, hey, this name's stupid, we'll bring the War Raiders back. But I don't know what to really take from that. Okay, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. So, you know, as for the tag match itself, what do I say about this, huh? The match wasn't bad, and it just ate up time. Oh, like I said, War Raiders won with the fallout on I think it was Hawkins. Was it Ryder? No, it was Hawkins, because I remember the fans chanting saying "You can do it" to Hawkins. So I don't really know what to take from this. They got the win. I'm assuming the Revival or Ricochet and Black are going to SmackDown tomorrow. We'll get to the people going to SmackDown. I'm going to take a guess on who's going tonight, but just this fucking Viking experience name is dumb, and I don't even know what we do with the NXT Tag Champions now, because they are the NXT Tag. Like I said, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions. Unless they lost the titles on some, I don't know, on the tapings, something. I don't understand this move. I don't really think these guys need to be on the main roster right now. But it's like they're just plucking anybody from NXT, and they have been now hit with the main roster curse. And I don't think this will go well for them if they're going to be on the main roster. They're a great team and all, but the Viking experience... This sounds like a theme park ride. It really does. It sounds like a theme park ride. But moving on from that bullshit, they did also announce that 205 Live is part of the Shakeup, and Cedric Alexander will be coming to Monday Night Raw. I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm actually okay with that. Cedric Alexander needs to be moved up. I've said this for a very long time now, because if you brought Ali up first, which even I don't think he should have been the first one to come up, you need to bring Cedric should have been the first guy to come up, or Buddy Murphy needs to come up, okay? So at least he's gone from 205 Live. He's done everything he needed to do down there. He was like champion for a long time, okay? Personally, I don't know what's going on 205 Live. I know the show's better nowadays, but I have literally no clue, and I feel like he was spinning his wheels down there at this point. Hopefully something comes out well for him on the main roster. I don't know about Monday Night Raw. I like Cedric Alexander, so I hopefully it'll be some great things for him, since he is now out of, purgatory, I should say, from 205 Live, or being in the 205 Live limbo, okay? He's done it all, so good. I have no problem with him moving up to the main roster, going to Raw. I'm fine with that. Next, Finn Balor comes out as for a match of someone else from SmackDown, which they brought Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. Vega cut a promo pretty much talking about that Andrade can speak French, and, that English is the second language, and that is, French is his native tongue, I guess, which Zelina did speak a little French. And then Almas, he said merci, and then he spoke in Spanish, which the fans continued to say what at him. I probably can understand a little. I don't know all Spanish like that, but I understand a few words what he was saying. But he went against Finn Balor, which was actually a really good match and very enjoyable. I will say that. And I did like this. I really did. Now, do I have a problem with the Intercontinental Champion losing 1 week after he won the belt? Yeah. Because they have had Almas debut against somebody else. probably, just to showcase him, because it was a really good match. I'm not hating on the match at all. All right, this was good. Of course, Vega was gonna get involved. They kept focused on Finn Balor's bad knee, which almost was able to get the Hammerlock DDT for the win, pinning the Intercontinental Champion. That, depends if he'll still be here and not move to SmackDown tomorrow night. But, hopefully Almas gets something here, because they really didn't do nothing with him on SmackDown, to be honest, other than face Rey Mysterio. And I was going to say something about, well, they never really finished that feud, but given what I saw after this part of the show, maybe they still can, maybe they still can't. Can Almas really get a push from Monday Night Raw? I don't know, all right? I got no clue. Maybe they will push him, maybe they won't. But hopefully they can do better what they did with him on SmackDown, because they were damn near jobbing this guy on SmackDown, okay? But I'm sure people want, like I said, people want it right now between him and Vega. Can he get a push? Is he going to get a push? Is he getting a push most likely because of Charlotte for being on Monday Night Raw, which I'm already hearing people say that right now because he's with her. So they believe, I guess, hey, he's hanging with a Flair, so she's got some pull in this company. Probably she can get him a push. I'm already hearing that tonight. Hey, man, she's part of Los Ingobernables, so if you do just saying, man, you do the Tranquilo pose, you wear the Ingobernable hat, you're in the group, it looks like, nowadays. So, Tranquilo Senayo. I don't want to, I gotta use a little Naito with that also. But, good match between Almas and Finn Balor. We'll see what happens for Almas next after that. Elias came out singing again as he talked about John Cena and The Undertaker interrupting him, which he talked about Canada's their hockey team then, of them making it to the playoffs, as drawing some big heat then. And his music is so powerful that it brought John Cena to WrestleMania 2 years in a row. And as he talked about Canada then, he told everybody to shut up as they kept booing, which next thing you know, from SmackDown, Rey Mysterio comes out, pretty much attacks Elias then, was about to go to him with the 619, but he pretty much knocked Elias out of the ring, as Rey was still in there. Lars Sullivan came out, who did not really come out to much of a reaction, or as some people would like to say right now, Schnitsky 2.0. I will say this, Mysterio was pretty much trying to fight him off as much as he could until he ran into the freak accident and then got hit with a sit-down powerbomb. People do not really look impressed by Sullivan, and they just look like they did not start to really care. Some people say, well, he beat up an injured Rey, so what will be the point of he beat up an injured Rey, so how is this making him look good? Listen, I'll say this about Sullivan, and I feel like they're just gonna have him beat up guys for the next coming weeks and stuff, but I've said it before, I still think the guy's green. I'm not impressed, and it kind of shows tonight, given the crowd reaction of them just, kind of like whatever. They just kind of went silent when they saw Sullivan come out. It wasn't much of a reaction to it. They were just like, and it doesn't really tell what show Sullivan's on, because now he's back on Raw. Last Tuesday on SmackDown, he beat up the Hardys. Now he's beating up Rey Mysterio. So I think it's the best idea to have Rey debut on Raw, or return to Raw and then get beat up by Sullivan. No, not really. It doesn't really help, and it's just, I don't know. That's dumb to me. You just have him debut and then get beat up by Sullivan then, and I'm not even sure how great that guy is right now, to be honest. And just given what I saw tonight, no one seemed to care. Crickets, damn near, when he was beating up Mysterio, just crickets. So I don't know really what to expect from him, other than people saying Schnitsky 2.0. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable were in the ring, which they messed up the finish. I wouldn't say finish of the match, but they gave away, well, this is on the production side, WWE gave away what team was going to come out, which I probably knew who was going to be anyways because of the shakeup. But when the Bobby Roode and Chad Gable are talking, there's a graphic that says the Usos on there, so they pretty much told who was about to be on Monday Night Raw. So I knew they were going to be coming to Monday Night Raw anyways, but WWE already gave it out before Bobby Roode could even finish his promo. I'm sure people are saying right now Vince is probably pissed at the production truck or Kevin Dunn or, whoever's there, including the Bucktooth Beaver himself, and is probably pissed at them and could be fired for doing some stuff like that. Or he'll look at it as a mistake, but a lot of people expect Vince to yell at somebody for doing that mistake. But I just sat there and laughed like, why did you just give away the Usos of them being their opponents, which we already knew, but you just kind of gave it away like that. And as they talked about the shakeup, then of course the Usos came out. Usos pretty much hit the win on Gable and Rude. Double splash on Chad Gable then, so there you go. Gable and Rude, I don't know, maybe they'll get moved to SmackDown tomorrow night. Next, probably the best segment of the entire night, which I thought was fun. This is going to be a little tough one to say, other than this is a moment of bliss segment. Why are we still doing these things? I don't know. But her guest tonight was going to be Sami Zayn, since it could be her final night on Raw. But as Sami Zayn came out, of course, it's Montreal. He had a Montreal shirt on. And as he danced to the crowd erupted for Sami Zayn in his hometown, pretty much singing his song. But Sami pretty much, hey, we're going to lead you to a second one. You want to sing it again? Crowd is going nuts. They're singing his song. I'm sure you all know where this is going. And he did it one more time as he took a bow then. As people chanted for Sami then, they sang and they kept singing his song after 3 times. And, he says fish in a barrel. And even when they sing it, without the music, it still sounds raw. They did an Olay chant then. And, he says he's been in the city all week with his friends, his family, that he loves the city of Montreal. And then what happens? He turns on the fans and, he couldn't stand any of the people then. And, this was a low point, being in the room with these people then. And Zayn pretty much says, he didn't want to be on Bliss's show. Fans chanted Kevin Owens then, a loud chant from him. And that, he's unimpressed by the issues on him. And he's not going to accept it. And that these fans are disgusting. They should be ashamed of themselves. And then next, Bliss is, defending fans, which, somehow Alexa Bliss is faced this week. And that it's all Sami Zayn's fault. It's not the fans' fault. And that, Sami Zayn said that Montreal fans are not his people. And he doesn't even live in Montreal. I live in Orlando, Florida, okay? And he's going to leave like he's leaving again right now. Fans chanting, na, hey, goodbye. And Sami Zayn says, hey, I'll see you in hell. Well, that could be a t-shirt. It's coming soon, most likely, with him. But this was a very great segment. I know they all look at Sami being as the biggest face, which I even wonder, why is this guy heel again? But you knew where this is going to turn into, with him turning on his own people and turning on the crowd. So, just him singing his theme song 3 times in a row with the fans. I still think that was pretty cool, okay? I did the whoa and everything with his song. So, you knew he was going to turn on the fans sooner or later throughout this promo. Whoa. So like I said, one of the best segments of the night. Next thing you know, the Iconics. Oh God, we're talking to Bayley of her not finding Sasha. Let me say something about the Sasha Banks thing, since it's been going on over the entire weekend, okay? I'm sure everybody knows about Sasha could most likely be walking out of WWE. A lot of fans are now thinking, is she going to AEW, since she followed Kenny Omega and AEW on Twitter. And I've heard a lot of stories to what I've heard. I've seen people's reaction of it. Some people believe that Sasha's overreacting, and this thing I don't get. And listen, this is the first time Sasha's tried to walk out of this company. Could she really pull it off this time? I don't know. Creatively, they have killed this girl between her and Bayley, okay? They really have. And I know some people want to bring Sasha was a 4-time champion. Yes, Sasha was a 4-time champion. Name me one time she defended the title successfully or held the belt past 30 days. And losing the tag titles to the Iconics does not really help either. And what I saw tonight, either A, they're trying to make a storyline out of this for Sasha to leave the company, and that could this be a storyline after what I saw, or is this a legit shoot? Okay, or will she go to AEW? I got no clue what they will do with her. I don't know, but I'm trying to remember real quick. What, you know, in her case, I don't blame her, really, if she really has left, because some people say she won't be even showing up for work this week. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Sasha. Will they let her go off her contract? Will she go to AEW? I got no idea. Okay, but this company has fucked Sasha so many times. I'm not really surprised to what I'm seeing right here. Okay, and Bayley was able to get another partner, which was Naomi, which they beat. Like, might I remind you, they beat the tag champions in under 2 minutes, and not even to the original team. They lost to Bayley and Naomi, which is pretty much a makeshift team when you think about it. Okay, so what was it? Split leg and moonsault by Naomi. Yeah, there was split leg and moonsault and won the match. But you know, it's hard to take your tag championship seriously when they're losing to someone else in about 2 minutes, though. Let me just kind of point that out. So that didn't make a lot of sense to why that was even happening. But you know, other than Bayley and Naomi picking up the win, I'm trying to remember else real quick. Excuse me. Yeah, like I said, that's my thoughts on the whole tag title thing. They don't know what to fucking do with these belts. It's like, it's on the Iconics, so there you go. It's a joke belt almost when I think about it. It's really coming to that. But moving on with this show, after, you know, the Iconics losing everything, we went to EC3. Oh, the job guy, the freaking job guy, EC3. You know, this guy was once something. I was actually surprised he was on Raw. What did they do? They he gets the crap kicked out of him by Braun Strowman. The crap kicked out of him that the bell doesn't even ring. He beats him up so bad and throws him through the video wall and chokeslam him through the stage. Then, what is EC3's purpose on this show? Okay, I don't get it. And I'm sure people are sitting there right now looking at EC3 like, AEW or go back to Impact Wrestling, because I don't know what this is with him. All right, they pretty much send him to get out there and get murdered by Braun Strowman. So I don't know what to expect from this. Okay, I don't really know. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know what to take from this, but all I can really say that he's a freaking job guy. Okay, I don't know where this EC3 was at in Impact or something, but they need to find that one. Okay, I've said before, EC3 should never really been brought to the main roster, and he probably should have been on that show to, you know, learn some more stuff. But this right here, it's not working. It's just not for EC3. I don't really know what to say from this. It's just not looking more and more when you look at this whole thing. So excuse me, yeah, EC3 job guy, unless he shows up on SmackDown. I don't know. Strowman, could he be on SmackDown? I got no clue. Okay, but they made EC3 just look like shit. Okay, his run sucks, and it's not, his whole WWE run has just been very botchy. Even the day he stepped into NXT, which he's been doing okay, but the main roster is just even more horrible now. So not going good for him. And they even announced some of the people that were dressed coming to you know, SmackDown, or SmackDown coming to Raw, from The Miz, Almas, Zelina Vega, Cedric Alexander, the Usos, Naomi, Rey Mysterio, and Eric Young, who was not even on TV, but they pretty much mentioned, which I should just say now about Eric Young, Sanity is dead. Listen, Sanity was already dead as it is, but it's more than dead now. You took the leader, you put him on Raw. Alexander Wolf, I don't see where he's gonna go. Big Damo could be something, probably. I'm not sure really what to take from that. But Eric Young, why is he away from Sandy though? I don't understand that. Those other two just pretty much be let to the wolves, now that I think about it. So I don't know what you can go with EC3 at this point. He pretty much looks like a job guy out there. He's pretty much looked like a job guy in the past few weeks, and this just makes it work. So there you go for EC3 there. Next thing you know, Becky Lynch, double champion, went against Ruby Riott. It's not much to say about this match. Becky won, hit the disarm on Ruby, pretty much beating the crap out of both Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Killed the Riott Squad, that's why. They also talked to the Corbin Coalition backstage, who they're going to go against Roman, Seth, and a mystery partner of someone come from a different show, which pretty much reminds me of the same feud Corbin and them had with the Shield for months, and it looks like it was happening again. As I said, they had nothing to be worried about, and they're not worried about a mystery man. Why do we have the Corbin Coalition again? Why do they have Drew and Bobby Lashley just standing with this guy for some reason? I don't know. Natalya then came out to congratulate Becky on her win at WrestleMania 35, and that, you know, both of us are pioneers in this business, and she didn't have headline WrestleMania with her, but it's not right now. Natalya then pretty much said, like Bret Hart, she's the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I'd retract on that line, because you ain't that the best, okay? You ain't Bret's level. You're not. But as Natalya continued to talk to Sasha then about the title, that she was coming to come after that Raw Women's Championship, next thing you know, Becky pretty much says, listen, look at you now, huh? As fans saying you deserve it, say it'll be a pleasure to your face, Natalya. Lacey Evans comes out, Grandpa Simpson, which actually cuts a promo this time. He was sounding more louder. Excuse me. Yes, table being broken. Yeah, the best there is, the best there was, best there ever will be. Yeah, you're not Bret, okay? It's not happening. But, trying to see what else you could take from this, other than Becky talking. But, like I said, Natalya's promo wasn't bad, and I guess that makes her next in line for a title shot. Lacey Evans, like I said, walked out then, pretty much talking about Natalya, that you not deserve a title shot. It's about her, and that you all are classless, and they don't know what to do what they're doing on this show other than him. Excuse me, kind of lost track right there. But like I said, somehow Lacey Evans wants a title shot against Natalya right now, and whoever wins gets a title shot, which makes no sense, because how long has Lacey Evans been there to then walk around every week, and had how many matches? 1-2 matches, I think, and that was against Disco Inferno a few weeks ago, and somehow he's got tickets to this, okay? I have no idea how he got it. He just has the tickets to get to WrestleMania, alright? Excuse me. Like I said, what has Lacey Evans really done to get a title shot? I don't understand that. What has she done to get a belt? She's had one match and probably was at the Rumble doing something. But what has she really done to get any type of title match? I don't have no fucking clue what they are doing with that. It makes no sense. And, you know, this match was just kind of whatever into me, too. And it's, even though it's a non-one, which I've sworn all the champions are losing tonight. But Lacey Evans was able to get the win over Natalya with the woman's right hook, the right punch. And Lacey Evans doing that springboard moonsault from the top rope then, which was pretty cool. Trying to remember if anything else though. Other than that, like I said, Lacey Evans, I don't know where they're doing with this push, but this whole sassy Southern Belle thing, we'll see where this gets over. They just kind of continue to bury Natalya as it is in any way, but I'm not really sure what to think from that. All I can say is we'll see what we get from this Lacey Evans and Becky feud or whatever weird shit is going on from there. Caruso then was talking to in the guys' locker room to Roman and Seth as they talk about their third partner, which he was about to come through the door, but they stopped him, which I'm sure you all knew who this was going to be. It was AJ Styles, of course, part of this whole Superstar Shakeup. He is now on Monday Night Raw, which was most likely expected. I'm not really surprised he's here. So, it was just one of those, like, okay, you know he's going to be here. He's not going to stay on SmackDown because he's done everything he could on SmackDown. So, it's time to move up to Monday Night Raw. Excuse me. But, yeah, we all pretty much knew AJ Styles was going to go to Monday Night Raw. I'm not really surprised. So, come on. There you go. Which, you know, they end up beating the Corbin Coalition anyways. In the main event, curb stomp on Lashley, spear, and then a phenomenal forearm. So, there you go. I'm not really surprised by this tag match. But the crowd ate it up because it's AJ Styles, a clean-shaven AJ Styles, might I add also. So, the guy did kind of have his beard and, you know, cut and everything. So, he looks more clean-shaven out there. So, you know, I'm not surprised Ricochet is now on Raw, but why did I say Ricochet? I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. It's really late around here tonight. But, you know, AJ Styles, we kind of knew he was going to be here anyway, so there you go. I don't know where else you could expect anyone to come up from this. Like I said, we still got tomorrow for SmackDown and everything, but this show is just long to get to. That I'm even losing focus a little doing this review now, trying to go over all of the crap that went down in this show, okay? As for the people that have been shaken up on this show, can I say it's been really bad to who Raw has right now? To an extent, but it's not bad. Yeah, that's what I can really say about the show. You know, other than that, we have the Puppet Master, Bray Wyatt, and everything. But I don't know, man. This shakeup was just odd to me to what was being taken around for Monday Night Raw and some of these people. I'll say that. First off, I still think the most retardedest thing is the Viking experience, folks. The Viking experience. That's what we're calling it now. It's dumb as ever, but they want to think this can get over, which is not really getting over to begin with. Really getting tired here, but you know, like I said, just to go over Raw real quick, just give a quick overall. Like I said before, yeah, the War experience or the Viking experience is garbage. Okay, it's dumb. Lacey Evans getting a title shot after doing one match still makes not a lot of sense to me. What else was there? Killing Rey Mysterio, I should say that too. Who else was really that debuted on here other than, you know, AJ Styles or some other folks? I don't know, man. The debuts was just kind of whatever. Like I said, Usos was expected. Naomi was expected because, you know, it's her husband and everything. So I can't expect that they'd be on the same show. Why am I just really losing it here tonight? But, you know, like I said, from that part of Shakeup, what else was pretty done? Oh, yes, the production team or Kevin Dunn messed up that Uso part. Like I said, the best thing was probably the Sami Zayn promo, which I thought that was the most enjoyable, maybe the main event itself. But I just don't understand why they had the Corbin Coalition come out first anyways, and why is this still a team? I have no fucking clue, okay? I got no clue. Wow, I'm really starting to lose it. So I'm probably going to end this review here before I keep yawning and almost falling asleep, losing my train of thought. But, you know, that's my Monday Night Raw review. Just want to get some thoughts on Sasha and everything. Listen, I still think the show fucking sucked for a reason. It's just bad. But that war fight, that just, what is it? The Viking experience is still the one of the dumbest moves I've ever heard of, or team names I've ever heard of. And there's still a lot of bad from this show. Like I've already explained earlier in the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm probably going to end it off right here and move out from this. So comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought about Monday Night Raw in this shit show. In my opinion, it pretty much was shit. I can't really say that much good about it, other than what I can find from, you know, my brother. What I say, my brother, for why did I just say that? I don't have no idea why the fuck they said that. I'm trying to remember off of something from a TV show. You can get whatever you want it, but shit. Yeah, that like I said, that's pretty much my Monday Night Raw review. Look at me, I'm already losing it. Okay, I must be really that tired. And hell, Monday Night Raw probably made me tired. For all I know, it's just so bad. It just made you just sit there and you're ready to turn the channel at this point of how bad this show was. Okay, but I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about my Monday Night Raw review at Hooded Night 890 on Twitter. So tell me what you thought about Monday Night Raw. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.